good afternoon on this Wednesday afternoon, on this Veterans Day, where we honor and remember all of those who have served our country. And well, and you'll see why it's particularly apropos what we're doing today. Deborah Roth here at Spirited Living, and each week I come to you with a reminder to touch base with your divinely feminine wisdom, which we all carry within us, male, female, any gender identification. And what feminine energy is all about, what the divine feminine is all about, is honoring our intuition, our emotions, our free expression of our feelings, of cooperation and collaboration, all of those things that in a patriarchy often get short shrift and in fact have been dishonored for millennium, sadly. So we seek to reclaim those, and not as a way to banish the divine masculine or to make it better than, or make really wonderful masculine energy not okay. We really all need a balance of those, of both of those. And in our current, still very patriarchal world, we're seeking to rise up feminine energy in this space for all of us. And each week, I kind of, look at what's going on in the week, and sometimes a goddess will reveal herself that I barely heard of. Sometimes she just seems very much in keeping with what's going on in the week, and then that's what happened this week. And Lakshmi is the divinely feminine archetype that we'll be playing with today. She is the Hindu goddess of abundance and prosperity, of success, of wealth, and I have several Hindu goddesses that are done in this very beautiful, colorful rendition. And she sits on her lotus flower, and often some of her representations in one of my favorite card decks, goddess decks that I have, she is shown with elephants, which are other sort of classic representations of wealth and abundance. And we beseech her, we come to her when we wish to announce and celebrate what we're grateful for, when we wish to welcome an abundance in our lives. And she's particularly apropos this week, which is why she decided to knock on the door, because tomorrow, the November 12th, tomorrow, Thursday, is the first day of the very sacred, very beloved festival in India called Diwali. And it's a 5-day festival, and the first day, throughout the festival, different gods and goddesses are honored, and Lakshmi is honored in I believe the first or second day. So in a way that is not appropriating that tradition, I very much want to honor it and reach out to our Indian brothers and sisters around the world who begin this celebration tomorrow. And one of the things that I love about it for right now, and particularly again on Veterans Day, is that one of the primary focuses is that it is a celebration of light. Hello, John. Wonderful to see you here. And Jeanette. You can see I have my candles behind me, because Diwali is all about bringing back the light, and particularly rising the light, letting the light shine over darkness, over immorality. And given what we've been through in the last week, what we continue to move through in our post-election time, moving out of the darkness, it's felt just very apropos this week. The other thing that I loved on Veterans Day, whether you have someone in the military or not, regardless of how peace-giving you feel yourself to be, we do honor those men and women who have served us, and who have, in the spirit of prevailing over evil. That's what we hope that when we're in wars, that's about. But the men and women who support us that way, as we celebrate, as we honor on Veterans Day, are those who we support and who believe that we are prevailing over evil in some part of the world. Sometimes it's obvious. In the Second World War, when we were combating Nazism and the Nazis. So it just, there's so many things. Diwali just seemed to be this wonderful fit in terms of its focus on the light, both with Veterans Day and what we honor on this day as Americans, and also where we are as Americans in our election process, which is still unfolding. So I think what I'd love to share with you is just the notion to learn more about Diwali, learn more about what it represents. The first day, apparently tomorrow, is devoted to shopping, jewelry, electronics, whatever, lights. I've got my candles going, as I said. And then the second day is a day to really honor Lakshmi and Lord Ganesh. Lakshmi, as I said, is the goddess of wealth, prosperity, success. And Ganesha, Lord Ganesh, is about removing obstacles and rising above evil, if however you define evil. So, and I'm not gonna do a chant today. Oftentimes I'll do a goddess chant, and I actually did a goddess chant. Mwah, hello, Lou. I actually did a goddess chant, I think this summer, honoring Ganesha for one of his celebrations. So you can scroll back in my YouTube channel and you can find that. But what I'm drawn to do with this energy of removing obstacles, of really bringing light to the world, to our situation here in this country, is to just lead you on a very brief visualization, meditation, to bring light into your world, to bring it into our country, and ultimately to the globe, to the world. We're in a tough time right now. We are in a time of darkness in many ways. I mean, recently it just seems like I've been having conversations with people that are acknowledging some of the upsides of this pandemic and the ways that we're having deeper connections with people, and the ways that we're spending time with people. You know, I have my granddaughter's here right now with my husband. We have her overnight and all day every week, which if she was in daycare, if there was no pandemic, we wouldn't have that opportunity. So, and yet, given those upsides, it's a very deep, huge global transition that we're in the midst of. So let's embrace this energy of Diwali and find yourself lots of candles in the next couple days and light up your space externally, but then let's also really work with that, embrace the notion of creating, itchy nose today, I'm sorry, of embracing the light within us, and how can we shine that light to the rest of the world. So, given that little bit of context, I just invite you to settle into your seat wherever you are and take a few deep breaths. We can do that together, inhaling and exhaling, closing your eyes if you're comfortable. Inhaling together, breathing in all of the energy of light beings around you, and exhaling into your space, into your inner space. Inhaling again. And on the next exhale, feel yourself planted firmly wherever you are. And imagine within yourself that beam of light that shines at the core of your being, your scintilla, your soul spark, that represents your essence, that represents the best of who you are. And with each breath, you can imagine yourself like a bellows with a flame, feeding that inner light within yourself. And as you do, imagine that inner light within you, your individual soul light, growing, expanding, till it infuses, till it lights up your whole body, your whole vessel, so that you yourself become a beam of light, become your own candle in the darkness. And as you feel that light permeate every part of your body, feel it reaching to the parts of you that may physically need a light touch, emotionally or spiritually or mentally need to be enlightened, lightened up, that just need the warmth and the light that radiates from your inner being, from your soul spark. So spread that throughout your body so that you feel that lightness, that healing throughout your whole body. And then as you imagine yourself this walking, breathing beam of light, imagine that radiating out from you into your space, the sacred space where you sit right now, sacred simply because you are there. And then allow it to radiate out into your home. If there are others in your space, allow it to embody, embrace, engulf them. And then continue with each breath, acting as the bellows to keep this flame, this light building and growing. Imagine it reaching beyond your home, into your community, surrounding, engulfing, embracing your neighbors, regardless of how you connect with them, whether you're a blue person in a red state or a red person in a blue state, or if it's even within your neighborhood to have that mix. And imagine those differences dissolving in the bright light of this sacred flame that comes from your very soul. And as you continue to breathe life into this light, spread that light beyond your home, beyond your neighborhood, through our country, into the seats of power. That's in Washington, maybe in your own state, even before you get to Washington, so that we have this pulsing, radiating globe, ever expanding, of light that surrounds all those people in decision-making positions, all of those who feel unseen, unheard, or in a rabble-rousing state, just through the power of our intention, through just our imagination. Imagine if the whole world was sending these beams of light, all of these streams of light beyond us, now rippling over the oceans into other countries. All of those places, in the name of Ganesh, in the name of Lakshmi, bringing abundance, dispelling darkness, dispelling immorality, dispelling evil, however that's defined, wherever it's found in the world. Just imagine this tsunami of light zooming everywhere, projecting everywhere, until the world as we know it is one pulsating, glowing beam of light, of love, of peace, dispelling all darkness, dispelling all negativity, resistance, immorality. And just for one magical moment, imagine that we can create that sense of unity in our world, all connected by the light. Knowing that we can always continually, maybe making it an everyday practice to send light to the world. It doesn't even have to have a direction. Just send it out with the instruction to God, Goddess, the universe, to Lakshmi, to Ganesha, that it go where it's needed most. And now, as we can feel that light pulsating around us to the farthest corners of the globe, gently allow yourself to draw it back slowly, sweetly, back, rolling gently through our country, through your community, through your home, back to your heart, back to your scintilla, your soul space, knowing that you carry that light always within you. And in those days when it feels dark, internally and externally, call on your own inner light to guide you forward. Let's just place our hands wherever you feel your light resides. Could be your heart, could be your solar plexus, wherever it is for you. Feels like it's shining in my heart right now. And let's just take 3 deep cleansing breaths into that light. And exhaling. One more time, slowly coming back into your body. Exhaling. And the last time, fully back, and you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for creating our light bomb. Seems kind of counterintuitive, but light tsunami I kind of like. The ripples of light too. I feel with the power of our joint intention. And if we do this regularly, we can dispel some of that darkness that exists around us and around the world. So tap back in to your own light and spread it far and wide, wherever it needs to go. Thank you so much for being with me today. Honor Diwali. Go online and find out a little bit about it. And celebrate with lights candles all over the place. And celebrate with our Indian brothers and sisters who begin this wonderful festival tomorrow. Wonderful to be with you all. Namaste. Spread the light. Until we're together again. Bye-bye.